#1 Business and Self-Development Podcast. Connected Minds Podcast.
The limitation of a man's mind is a measure of his thoughts. The limitation of a man's mind is a measure of his thoughts. When you go to the law court, they say, stretch your hand. Where your hand ends is where what? Your right ends. But in the court of life, where your hand ends is where your life starts. If you limit yourself to your environment, to who you are, to your background, you'll be limited in your things you do. If you're able to look beyond, so I sit here, I close my eyes, and I imagine myself touring a property in Cape Town, $30 million. The guy from somewhere in the eastern region. What will happen to me is that my body would begin to adjust itself to that thought pattern. So if I want to look a certain way, the body will say, no, you are the big man you want to be, so you don't dress like this, you don't talk like this. So the limitation of a man's mind is a measure of his thoughts. If you can't see it, you can't have it. So we see before we become. But you know the narrative? Seeing is believing. So they want to see before they believe. But if you want to win this thing called life, you need to believe before you see.
Yeah.